Well, not really, but it's very rare that we're actually out when it is nighttime. One thing I'm curious of is if we're going to get attacked by shadows. Or shades. I don't remember what they're called. So...
I'm gone.
Wait, I was about to say, where are we? We have Fleece. Hive Thug. I've not actually done much here, have I? No, I just realised we've got like... I need to look for named people. Named people are the ones that are actually important. One here. Okay, you're named. Okay. I definitely nearly said Harlot, and then realised, like, yep, not useful. Harlot. Collector. Fucking thugs. Of course. Oh. Where the hell where are we going? Oh, we're chasing. We be chasing.
The Karak sings true.
There we go. Kill them, please. Alright. Oh, coppers. There's still another guy. What the heck? Jesus. And I've in. Right, cool. He dropped a clock charm. Perfect. So what is it I've not... Well, not what, but who? I've not seen anybody with a name. Aside from Fleece. Yeah. Hive Dweller, Hive Thug. Oh, wait. Porphyron. Every inch of this man's skin is covered in... Oh, we're just about to get attacked. In a web of black lines. It's as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is such that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. Greetings. This one has a name. This one is called... Porphyron. The man's voice is like a gong. As he speaks, the lines on his face bend and settle into a series of spherical patterns. This one would know. Why do you address this one? I wanted to ask some questions about the city. This one would have you know. This one cannot answer your questions. The lines on his face twist into angles, then split into a mess of scribbles. This one has only recently stepped foot into this place of walls. Alright then, but I have to ask you this. Why do those lines upon your face move? The lines show anger. Do you take offense? The lines slowly straighten, forming into gentle curves. No offense was meant. Will you accept the many apologies of this one? No offense taken. Why are you angry? This one tells of event recent. Did you know that one was beset by three? The three demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item. Well, you are right to be afraid. If there were three, then they might have killed you had you not given up the item. This one has been misunderstood. The lines on his face become angled and smooth into curves again. This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the three. If you could have killed them, why did you let them rob you? This one walks the path of a warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, the smiter. These tools are all known to this one. That's not much of an explanation. Again, if you're a warrior with that much training, why let them rob you? This one is forbidden to attack. The lines ripple across his face as he speaks. If this one had struck at the three in anger, the vow of non-violence would be unmade. Vow of non-violence? You're a warrior and a pacifist? This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is a pacifist? Never mind. Why did you train so much if you are not permitted to attack another? This one is of the order of Eritaga? We await the final days where all will be called to battle. The training and skills of this one, they are to be kept silent until then. In the meantime, you will let yourself be robbed in the streets without defending yourself? This one will clarify. The item is of value. The discipline of Eritag is of great value. Since you won't fight, any chance you could talk these thieves into returning your item? This one addresses the three thieves. What happens? The requests of this one are met with scorn. The three will refuse the item. I could go see if I can get the item back for you. This one must ask, would you bring violence to the three that have robbed this one? Well, if they aren't smart enough to hand it over when I ask, things could get ugly. Not if I can help it. This one fears. A message of absent of violence will not be understood. The lines on the man's face form into a series of ellipses. This one is not opposed to you trying. Alright then, what is this item you've lost? The item is this, a rope of black and red prayer beads worn around the neck. The worth of these beads is not measured in copper, the worth of these beads is measured in faith. Alright then, I'll see if I can find this necklace. Do you know where these 3 thugs might be? This one knows where the angry words were traded and the item lost. By the bar that burns inside. The 3 were outside the place dressed in black and red. 3 robbers dressed in black and red outside the smoldering corpse bar. I'll go find them. Farewell. Alright, now we have to kick some ass. Because these guys want to fight. Because of course they do. Die. I like that I'm finding clock charms. And copper. It's all nice. Yeah, very good. Right, so... where's Fleece? Oh, there he is. The little portly looking man. Right, so... you see a man who is looking around the buildings at the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and is mumbling to himself. Greetings. The man looks relieved. At last, I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. He chuckles. Uncomfortably. I'm afraid this area of the city is somewhat... he glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me perchance? Depends what kind of help you need. I seek the house of my Aunt Marguerite. She's reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. Do you know if the house which I speak? Okay. Truth, I'm afraid I have never heard of such a place. The man frowns in disappointment. I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. He nods slightly in thanks. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It is most welcome on these streets. Farewell. Oh my god, again? You shitting me? Oh my god. You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. You can't be sure, but you think he might have taken something from you. Bait the man into pickpocketing you again, and observe his technique. Number 3. How much XP did I just get? 1,250. Not bad. You engage the man in light conversation and secretly study his movements. This man seems to rely on 2 things. 1, pretending to be a high-class citizen out of his element to lower the target's guard, and 2, distracting the mark by having the victim point out directions. When the victim turns to point to it at a street or landmark, the man skims the mark's purse and tucks items into his conveniently long sleeves. You make a mental note of this technique, just as he makes another grab at your purse. Okay, so what could I do now? Grab his hand! You're not fast enough. He yanks his hand back before you can grab it. With a yelp, he bolts running down the street. Alright then. Oh man, look at him go! Is he actually trying to, like, leap? I'm not sure. And we got him. Nice. That's twice I've had to kill a thief. I think the reason I can't grab their hand is because I don't have... I have average dexterity. I think I need above average dexterity for it to actually work. Well, that's a damn shame. Oh well. Can't be helped. I suppose. Pick up barrier. Hive dwellers. I have still not found the fork, so... until I find the fork, I'm kind of screwed. I mean, could I get rid of Nesta? No, I'd need to get rid of his fork. I need to get him his fork in order to get rid of him. Yeah, sadly. It's kind of stupid. Right, so...
I'm gone.
there was one other person that I never spoke to, wasn't there? It was, one here. There he is. He looks like a right shady character, to be honest. Ah, what do you know? You see a shady-looking fellow standing before you, picking his teeth with what appears to be a tiny metal fork. His chest is covered by patchwork armour adorned with large spikes, and a long knife hangs at his side. You notice he is missing his right ear. Greetings.
My journal.
He regards you coolly from the shadows, as if sizing you up. He said, greetings. What's the matter, your other ear not working? The one-eared tiefling scowls at you threateningly. Pike off, Burke, or I'll have your guts for garters. If it's garters you're after, I just happen to have a pair. Your mother left them in my bed last night. Oh ho ho! Oh, that explains why he's got the ear. You wouldn't have happened to have lost that ear whilst robbing an old man here in the hive. I don't know what you're talking about, Burke. He glares at you angrily. Now I suggest you get your mangled carcass out of my sight before I carve my name into you. Certainly, just give me the fork you stole from him and I'll be on my way. With a flash of movement too quick to follow, he whips his knife from its sheath and begins waving it menacingly before you. Why don't you come take it from me, Burke? Why don't you put that blade away before you get hurt? You sure do have a sharp tongue, Burke. I think I'll cut it out and feed it to you. He lunges at you with his knife leading the way. Defend yourself. I mean, it's 3v1, so I think we know how this is gonna end. Wait, let's see the combat log. What's happening? Swing and a miss. And we wins. Oh, there it is. Small steel fork. And a high quality stiletto. Is that actually any good, or what? 1 to 4. Not really. Yeah. It's a stiletto, though. I'm waiting for that guy to attack me now. Right, so he actually got his fork. I can't believe it was that close by. Man.
Get a room in a girl, Cutter!
Either way. Nesta! Good news. There we go. The old man stops his frantic pacing and glances at you nervously. Fork, fork, fork. Can't go home without my fork. Is this the fork you speak of? Nesta hastily snatches up the fork. My fork, my fork, 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 fork. Woohoo! He hops up and down excitedly, waving the fork back and forth in an elaborate pattern above his head, as if he were performing some sort of ritual. Now I can go home. Farewell. Woohoo! Bye, Nesta. Nesta turns to leave, then, as if struck with some afterthought, he turns back around and hands you a scrap of something soft and rubbery. The severed ear. Upon closer examination, you notice that there is an earring still dangling from it. Pocket the earring and discard the rotting piece of flesh.
Updated my journal.
The hell did I just get? Ooh, one ear's earring. The small earring is made from polished obsidian. Despite the smoothness of its surface, it reflects no light. I don't have a scroll of what's it. Yes, the scroll of what's it's. What the? Okay, we got rid of Nesta. So Nesta's gone home, eh? Maybe the old sod wasn't so balmy after all. He gives you a hearty slap on the back. Now maybe we can all get some rest around here. Feel free to set up Kipper here anytime, Cutter.
Updated my journal.
So I could actually just... I need to obtain permission. Fuck me. Arlo is enthusiastically engaged in his favourite pastime of plucking scabs from his nose. I'd like to rest for a while. I'm hoping it'll become morning. Yeah, 8 hours. It's 12 or 4. Perfect. Well, when I say morning, I also just mean daytime. Woohoo! So I don't know if I've done much here.
Done.
I mean, I don't know if there's anybody else. I'm looking for more named people, but it's not looking like they exist. Oh wait, Mult. This man appears less dour and wary of passers-by than the people around him. He moves with an upbeat gait, casually scanning the ground to either side of him as he goes. As you approach, he nods a friendly greeting. Greetings! So, hello, Cutter. Oh my god. That just sounded so stupid. Say, you seen any deaders about? No, none nearby, no. I had some questions. Too bad, he shrugs. Had some questions, did you? Ask away then. What are you looking for? Deaders, of course. Don't you recognize the robes of a collector? He grabs a hold of the cloth and holds it up for your inspection. Collectors? Aye, collectors. He indicates his ragged brown robes. These here are collector's robes, Cutter. Any poor sword you see wearing these, me for instance, is most likely looking for deaders. Bodies to sell at the mortuary, he shrugs. Whatever it takes to get by in the hive, right? Aha! The collectors work together? He laughs heartily. Hells no, we all dress the same, but there's only so many deaders to go around. We band up usually and compete in bands, packs, gangs, whatever you like to call them. Aren't none too friendly with one another. Are there rival packs of collectors near here? He nods, sure as Sigil's round. Most collectors in the hive call Kippin Ragpicker Square, a dump just north of here, through the large gate. It's mostly run by Sharegrave's laddos now since we fought most of Farah's boys off. Tell me about Sharegrave. Sharegrave? He's my boss. I never speak with him though. Never even seen him too close like. Keeps to himself mostly and runs things through a few underlings. You can find him in his case at Ragpicker's Square, but I'd stay away unless you got a good reason to talk to him. He's a bit peary strange as he is. Tell you about Farad. Don't know much about the man myself. I spent a lot of time fighting his boys, but they've all suddenly disappeared. Along with Farad. We still occasionally catch the occasional straggler in Ragpicker's Square, but we've no idea where the rest are hiding at. Does he have many men left? He must, because we hear his lot's been real successful of late, finding lots of deaders, making lots of drink off the dusties at the mortuary. Don't know how either, as we've been having trouble finding corpses of late, he shrugs. Why does the mortuary pay for corpses? Keeps the streets of Hive a bit cleaner, I guess. Keeps the plague from spreading and the like. Though the dusties like to keep the dead in their place too. Seeing to it they all get properly buried, melted down or whatever, or whatnot. Part of their belief and such. That's all I wanted to know, thank you. Farewell to you too, Cutter. He waved and walked off. Well, there's that. Not too shabby. I'm just trying to think what do I have in my journal? Retrieve his necklace, so that's in, like, it's next to, where is it? Find the source of Farad's bodies. Oh right, yeah. That would result in trying to find Farad. Hey yo, hey Cutter! Alright.
Alright.
I still need to find Craddock, but I have no idea where he'll be. Apparently it's a giant, so I'm like, okay. Oops, zoomed out. I meant to do this. Right, so we need to go down to where the Smoldering Corpse bar is. Also get rid of the quick loot. Right, so... Right, we're looking for black and red.
I'm gone.
Black and red, black and red. No, it's not those guys. Black and red, found 'em. Save game. Hive thugs. The small, wiry thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black. He glances at you as you approach. Greetings. The man does not speak, he only glares at you. It doesn't look like he is a leader of this small band. Well then. The leader's obviously the bald guy. This heavy-set thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black. He looks like he's almost purely of muscle. Made almost purely of muscle. He glowers at you as you approach. Greetings. And how can I help you then, Governor? This man's face breaks into sneer. Looks to me you need a healer. Oh, wipe that sneer off your face or you'll be needing a healer. You're the one who robbed a monk in the Hive, took his prayer bead necklace. Some sod with lines scrawled all across his face. Claimed he could have put us all in the dead book. Yet lets us rob him blind? The man gives a slow, toothless smile. Never even heard of such a sod, I haven't. Wait, I could try lying. So, lie, that is interesting. The rest of his order is looking for you. The brothers of, what is it, seem to know you quite well. The man sneer fades. What you on about? What brothers? The sod was alone, he was. He's a member of a religious order, you fool. That necklace you stole is their most holy relic. If it isn't returned, the rest of his order will come looking for you. And they don't have any reservations about killing thieves. The man's eyes widen. Now, we was just keeping the relic for him. He reaches into the fold of his robe and pulls forth the necklace, which he hands carefully to you. Here it is, no harm done, eh? I hope this is enough to call off the rest of his order. Perhaps a donation to their cause is in order as well. Might help smooth things over and ward off any curses that might come your way.
In my journal.
Curses? The man makes a semicircle over his heart. Well now, wouldn't want any of that. He reaches into a purse at his belt and hands over several copper coins. Take it with me blessing, Governor. Tell him no harm was meant. Your donation is appreciated. Welcome. One thing I've realised about this game, which is really impressive and honestly quite it's really cool for the most part, is that you seem to actually get more rewarded if you get through combat, more so if you avoid conflict altogether and get through an encounter peacefully. So like, if I had killed all of those guys, what would have happened is I would have probably gotten 65 XP per person. So that's 195 XP for all three. But because I did it peacefully, I got 500 XP plus the 200 for getting the charm back. So it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things that's just really cool. This one addresses you. What's his face? So this, do you have the neck rope of beads that were stolen? I think so. Is this it?
Dated my journal.
This one sees what you hold. Those are the beads once missing. He takes them from you, notices his hands have the same tracery of lines upon them as his face. This one has a question. How did you get the beads back? Oh, there we go. I convinced them it was in their best interest to return the necklace. This one would know. One who fights with words carries a name in the order of Heritage. No idea. Porphyron's face breaks into angles again. Those ones are called diplomats. It is a path without discipline and without honor. If you were a true warrior, you would learn to use every weapon at your disposal. You can lie. Oh, I still killed the thieves. This one bestows apologies. This one meant no offense. The angles on Porphyron's face sharpen acutely, then slowly curve into ripples. This one bestows several welcome thanks for your service, yes? You're welcome. I think I have a question for you, though. If you're gonna enter combat, how did you get your warrior training? This one clarifies. The arid... whatever... may train with one when there is no anger between them. I see, could you teach me how to use those weapons? This one could instruct you, yes, but this one warns you. With knowledge of violence comes temptation to use it. I sure hope so. This one speaks. Is it your will to leave behind your previous profession? The path of the warrior cannot be walked with an unfocused mind. Ooh! Would that mean I wouldn't be able to use spells and stuff? I'm not entirely sure. I never even really thought about it, to be quite honest. But yeah, as he says, like, I have no profession other than fighting at this moment. I would walk the path of the warrior. The path of the warrior cannot be walked with an unfocused mind. Leave behind previous. Oh, so even if I did want to do something else, I could, you know, pick up another one and just leave the path of the warrior behind. Yeah, sure. This one will instruct. The lines on his face fold into triangles. These things comprise the angles of your training. Focus, experience, proficiency. I don't understand. Can you explain?
Dated my journal.
This one will speak of focus first. For teaching to take root, you must have focus. You must be committed to the path of the warrior. The warrior is your profession, no other. Understood. I can only be a fighter. Class if I want to learn about weapons. What is the next angle of training?
Dated my journal.
This one will speak of experience second. True knowledge of combat comes only with experience. There is a limit to how much weapon instruction one may absorb. When you reach new level in Art of Warrior, or in the Art of a Warrior, it may be you are ready for new instruction. Understood. There is a limit to how much I can learn at first. But this limit may increase when I reach a new level. What is the next angle of training? This one will speak of proficiency third. There's only so much one may learn about any weapons, or any weapon. This one would add. There is only so much that this one can teach. Knowledge of the weapon comes at 3 levels, the ignorant, the proficient, and the specialized. There are levels between each of these in which the student has surpassed previous learning, but has not yet truly reached the plateau of the next skill. What are these levels? This level of the ignorant is this. When one does not know the weapon they use, the attack is clumsy, the damage much less than its potential. That sounds like me when I awoke in the mortuary. Or on the mortuary slab. Go on. What is the level of proficient? Of the proficient. Whoa. Alright, yeah. So the level of the proficient is this. When one has learned a weapon, he is said to be proficient in its use. His attacks are no longer clumsy, they come swiftly and surely. And the level of the specialist?
Dated my journal.
The level of the specialist is this. When one goes beyond proficiency, he becomes specialized in the use of the weapon. The weapon is no longer a tool, but extension of will. Alright, understand. What can you teach me of weapons? Holy balls. This one was trained in hand the blade, stave, hatchet, smiter. Of which would you know? I'm currently using a dagger. So, dagger. We should know about daggers. So, who would use the dagger? It strikes swiftly, the damage it does is the slash of a claw or the piercing like a needle. The damage is determined by the type of dagger. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain the level of proficient in this weapon? I wish to, learn to use this weapon.
Dated my journal.
So this one will instruct you. First stand like so, yes. This one compliments you. The knowledge comes to you swiftly. You take instruction well. I would learn other weapons if you would teach me. Wait, really? What does it cost me? Hold up. No instruction today. What does it cost? Is it like XP or something? Crap. 27,000. Oh, proficiencies. Thucko. Current state, normal. I'm just a fighter. I'm gonna save. I'm just curious if he'll let me do multiple, or if it's only, you can only have one at a time, sort of thing.
Done.
Shit. There we go. Can you teach me the path of warrior? Oh wait, no, I'm already familiar with it. Yeah, what can you tell me of weapons? I would like to know about fists. Oh, so I can actually do it, I guess. Wait. Oh, your knowledge is limited. So, one who would use the fist. It strikes swiftly, the damage it does crushes the bone of an opponent. There will be weapons you may find, heavy gauntlets, punch daggers, or even the cestus. These do crushing, piercing, or slashing damage. Your knowledge is limited. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain the level of proficient in this weapon? Yeah.
Updated my journal.
This will attempt to instruct you. Or will instruct you first, and like so. The knowledge comes to you swiftly. Okay. More about daggers. Axes, hammers. What about try daggers again? Wait, so did you say do you wish to learn about proficient in this weapon? Yeah. Interesting. Yes.
Updated my journal.
This one can teach you no more. Do you know you have already achieved a level of proficient in the use of such a weapon? This one can only instruct you in a final lesson. Find a master to learn and learn more. Okay. Can he teach me in everything then? Clubs. One who would use the club. Its speed is not that of the fist or dagger, but its damage is greater. It crushes the body of an opponent like a falling rock. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain a level of proficient in this weapon? Yes.
Updated my journal.
Thank you. Right, so the other one is axes and hammers. One who would use the axe. Its speed is not that of the club, but its damage is greater. It slashes like a great claw at the body of an opponent. Do you wish to use a portion of your talent to attain a level? Yes.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Alright, this one sees your mind is already filled to the limit with knowledge of weapons. You come to me again when you attained a new level. Then this one will teach you of weapons. If you cannot teach me anything more with weapons, can you tell me the way to the warrior? Yeah, I will reach when I've reached a new level in the craft.
Updated my journal.
Oh, hang on. The level is level 5. Yeah, weapon proficiencies. Fist is +2, edged weapons is +2. I realise now. So that's what he means by, like, a portion of your thing. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, cool. I might actually go back to the alley, because I'm curious what's going to happen there. Yeah. Wait, so where am I? Oh, right, yeah. I got really confused then. Holy crap, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. What? I don't even know how. That is ridiculous. Kind of, because, God, it's kind of...
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural.
Casual. I love how he talks. Act natural. Casual. I really hope that they haven't respawned, because that will suck if they have. I'll soon know. Hey, they haven't. Perfect. Right, no, because they have the Razor Angels, and I'm just like, interested. Oh god. Right, so...
Done.
But the fact that Razor Angels don't want to attack me is quite nice. But they do want to talk. Right, so... So you got Razor Angel, Razor Angel, Razor Angel. I'm trying to find out where the, like, captain is. Whatever they are. That's what I mean, it's confused. Okay. Oh god. So here we have a massive group of them again. Oh. Bluff. This alley dweller greets you with exaggerated politeness and a deep bow. Greeting, stranger, you've chosen an auspicious day to pass through our lands. The toll be a mere 10 coins. 10? Alright, here you go. You have the thanks of the Razor Angels. Go in peace, traveller. Thanks back. Farewell. So we got Razor Angels. I'm just trying to find somebody that's... Wait a minute, I can go over here. Ooh. No. Well, what's this lead to? Hold up. Southwestern portion of the hive. Burnt building. Tent. Ruined cathedral. That's an exit, and that's a tent. Okay, so there's a fair bit of stuff here. I get the feeling this is locked and I shouldn't try to go into it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Crystal. Ooh. So who is she? Kinda wanna save. Just in case we fuck up. Crystal. You see a cool collected woman, her face is set in hard, determined lines. Her voice is low and firm. I am Crystal, leader of these Razor Angels. You are in our home. What do you want of me? Oh. Tell me about yourself. She shrugs. I'm the leader of the Razor Angels. That's really all you need to know. I created them, they follow my commands. Now, what do you want of me? Tell me about the Razor Angels. We came here when bigger guns took over the trash warrens near Ragpicker Square. We got here right around the same time as the Dark Alley Shivs, who set up Kip on the other side of the alley. They're a bunch of murderous thugs. And here she pauses. We're thugs and we don't kill if we can help it. We just need to make a living, and given our situation, charging a toll's the best way to do it. Sounds rewarding. No, it's not. Only we've got nothing better going for us. We're hive dwellers. Even the scant education I got won't get me out of here. No one wants a hive dweller, so we make sure we're not entirely ignored. Whatever, farewell. Before you go, I need a favour for you. This lighter valley isn't big enough for us and the Dark Alley Shivs. We've got heart, they've got hate. He's already dead. Kill off their leader, Rotten William, and you'll get free passage through the alley from us for the rest of your life. You come through here often enough, that'll save you a lot of jink. Tell me about your gang.
Updated my journal.
I don't know how I say that. Itinerants? We've been forced to move time and again. We settled here at the same time as Rotten William and the Dark Alley Shivs, and now we're in a fight for our lives. We just charge a simple toll for passage here, they take lives, we're essentially good people, they're evil, led by an evil man. I'll kill him. I look forward to hearing of your success. Come back and tell me when you're done, yes? Good luck. Right, well I did it. Sorry. Have you made... Yeah, he's dead. You won't need to worry about him or his gang anymore. That's a lot of XP. It's done. Rotten William is gone. You have my thanks, traveller. You'll never again pay a toll for passage through the alley of dangerous angels. Angles, I have but one more request of you. What is it? There's a dangerous killer, a lone wolf who goes by the name of Black Rose. He is preying on my people. I ask that you stop him. What's in it for me? Jink coin, quite a bit of it. Are you interested? Yes. Then find the balmy Black Rose in this alley and write him in the dead book. When he's dead, return and I shall reward you. Got a deal?
Updated my journal.
So I need to find Black Rose. Is this locked? No, I don't want to piss them off. I've had it. I remember Everspace well, where I tried to take from friendlies and it just fucks me over. Ooh. Oh, nice. Didn't fuck me over. That's good. So what's this? Charm of Infinite Recall. Can be used to identify unknown items. It can only be used on the quick item menu in the world screen. After the charm is used, the user must then enter their inventory screen and right-click, i.e. examine each item they want to identify. Okay. So, if I'm reading this correctly, I'm saving. Again. Because I like to save. So click. Go into my inventory. Right click. What? Oh! Oh, it actually did do that. Yeah, Thaco. I still don't know what Thaco means, and it's enchanted, so it's +1. And we have this. 10% stealth bonus. Commonly referred to as a rogue's best friend. Only downside is it's a one-time use. No! Oh, I should have put that in my inventory as well. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Mage's Guard. Considered standard equipment for any adventuring mage, bracelets such as these can be found across the plains. Judging by the markings on this particular bracelet, it appears to have been made in a style quite common in Sigil. Various glyphs of warding are meticulously carved along the surface, producing an almost hypnotic effect when looked at. When worn, this bracelet protects the wearer from normal attacks as if they were wearing scale armor. Well, that's perfect for him then. Nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a wrist bracelet. Oh, it's a bracelet. It looks like a crown. That's what threw me off, is it looks like a crown. I can't believe how much copper I've got. Holy crap, I'm like quite literally loaded. It's quite nice, really. By the way, that I'm still glowing. I get the feeling it's only gonna last while I'm in this area. Do we have anything else that needs uncovering? Nope. Either way, that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.